So weekly challenge number 288 deals with two separate data sets. We're going to join the two data sets together and then answer a couple questions. So the first data set we have is called clients. We have information such as the client name, the manager name, the hours of service and contract, the professional, which is also known as the customer, and the client ID, which we'll use to match back to the request number in the second file. So we'll need to keep that in mind. For the second file, we have information such as the request number, which is equivalent to the client ID. If a customer has been evaluated based on the status, we can see the rating, and we can also see a comment in the status to column that either says whether or not the service exceeded expectations, met expectations, or was below expectations. So after viewing the two files, we can look at the questions. So for a status of evaluated, we need the number of customers who commented below expectations, exceeded expectations, or met expectations for status 2. And so after viewing this question, we know that we'll need to use both files since status 2 and the status are contained within the request and evaluation file. However, the customers that match back to the client file are located in the client's file. And so after we filter out any status that has evaluated as true, we can join it back to the client's file based on client ID and request number. Once we get those results, we can just add a summarize tool. We can group by the status to, since that tells us what the comment was, and then we can count by the client ID, and we can see that 15 clients had a comment of below expectations, 135 exceeded expectations, and 107 met expectations. So we can double check our output. Looks like it's the same, so we're good to go. For the second question, the 3 customers who provided the highest average rating. So we're still going to be looking at customers who have a status of evaluated, because customers who don't have a status of evaluated don't have a rating. So we're not going to include them in the average. So we're still going to join this request and evaluation data set back to the client's data set. We can add a summarize tool and group by the professional, which is the same as the customer. Get an average rating. Use a sort tool to sort in descending order, and then use a sample tool to take the top 3 rows. We get these 3 professionals with an average rating of 5. We can double check our answer, and our answer is the same.